cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host, Freddie G, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. And you can find us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And if you're on YouTube, please don't forget to like and or subscribe. Welcome, fellas, to another episode of True Tuesday. As you know, last week we brought you guys we were talking about Deion Sanders and the things that he was doing for college football. So I thought this week that we would talk about sports and the and its influence on society. And reason being is, you know, there's a period that we go throughout the year where there's a time when it seems like there's no sports on TV at all, right. and it just seemed like a sluggish time. Right. But when football season comes upon us, you can just see everybody's attitude change, their mindset change. It just seems to be a better time when there are sports coming on. And it just had me thinking, you know, how important sports can be, not only physically, but psychologically. Right. You know, right. I know myself personally, I'm a big fan of my hometown squad. And when we win, I'm in a great mood. Yeah. When we lose, I'm not trying to talk to no motherfucking body, period. Mm-hmm. You know, and I know there's a lot of people out there like me, but not just, you know, it just doesn't impact an individual. Sports has the power to impact a city, you know, a state, a country. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just that big. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, and I just thought that, you know, we should be able to discuss and talk about the impact that it has on society. You know, let's say things were going bad. If I'm not mistaken, they even use sports in prisons, you know, to try to uplift the prisoners. Right. Or if things are going bad in prisons, you know, to try to get order. I may be going a little left when I'm saying get order, but I know somehow, some way, prisons are using sports to try to help control the prisons. I'm gonna say control. That's probably a good word I can use. How do you guys feel about? You know, do y'all feel the same way as fans? You know, are you in a certain mood when your team is winning or losing, or you know, Comedian 96, you laughing? Let me hear your input on that.
Man, I have my old slogan, "Them damn Rams." I even got my little slogan with not Elmer Fudd, the guy with the guns on the cartoons. And Yosemite Sam. Yeah, he said them damn Rams, but you know them Rams been letting me down here lately. So yeah, sports, man, it has a really big effect. I would say though, where I work at and jobs that I've had, my corporate jobs, soccer, amazingly, it's like the world stops whenever there's when the World Cup come on. To me, it's worse than the Super Bowl. It's my job stop. They actually show it on TV. They don't show the Super Bowl. They actually show the World Cup on TV. Food. I mean, we're at work. I love it, but I was like, I didn't know soccer was really that important.
Soccer's huge. Yeah, it's a big. It's a big sport, man. Football, the real football, as they call it.
Yeah, it's the real football.
Yeah. You know, it's good and bad. Sports, that is, in regards to the impact or the impact that it has on our society, because, you know, like I was saying earlier, when my team is losing, it has me in a ucked up mood. Right. You know, just imagine how these coaches feel, man, as far as their stress level. You know, stress isn't good, so you can imagine being a coach. Right. Coaching the sport could it can be detrimental. Mm-hmm. You know, so you definitely have to be cautious as a fan and not let it get the best of you. How do you feel, Freddie G, in regards to? I know you're a big time fan as well. What type of impact does sports have on you and your mood at times?
Well, so overall, my mood is excited when it comes to sports. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you did say sports and its impact on society, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let's touch on both. Me personally and what I think about sports on society. So for me personally, I'm always excited about sports, especially football.
Yeah.
For several different reasons. Not to get into those reasons, but I'm excited about football. Now, of course, it's no fun when my team loses, but I'm still excited about the next week that they get an opportunity to make amends for their loss the week before. Now, impact on society. Society as a whole, I think it impacts tremendously financially because of the gambling. When it comes to your college alma mater or your high schools, you get the chance to root for your old college teams. If you went to college, your high school, you can't wait for your high school to win, you know. And if you have children who play sports, you can't wait to see your child participating in sports activities. So the impact on society, period, is
Huge.
It impacts economically
Yes.
when it comes to gambling,
Most definitely.
Yeah.
and when it comes to your alma mater, it brings forth camaraderie.
Yeah.
When it comes to, you may meet somebody that you've never met ever a day in your life, but they went to the same college
Right.
or same high
high
school,
school.
and you guys share something in common now.
Right.
And you guys can root together
Right.
because y'all just met at the game.
Yep.
Right. Camaraderie is a great word, man. I think that's what I was looking for earlier. And you mentioned something in regards to wanting to watch our kids play. You know, excuse me. So participating can impact us in a way to where it teaches us integrity. You know, the physical aspect of just participating in sports can help. You know, health wise, you know, you keep you in shape.
Right.
You know, and just overall, like you were saying, that the camaraderie, you mentioned going to the same high school or same college, but on a professional level, that's where it can bring a whole city together. You know, like you say, you may not even know the person that's sitting right next to you, but you guys are cheering for the same team. So if something is happening on a good note for that team, you giving this person a high five or maybe even hugging them,
Right.
and you don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? So just those type of examples just shows the importance on how sports can bring us together, and it can also control the what's the word I want to use? Because I've seen at times where, you know, countries could be at war, and sports has been used, just like I used the analogy earlier with prisons, trying to control the prisoners.
Right.
I know sports has been used in
Even the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, use the Olympics for example. I mean, that's we at war, and if I'm mistaken, they don't put the Olympics on halt just because.
No.
Well, it's not put on hold, but I
Yeah.
do know, you know, most of the countries will participate. However, if I'm not mistaken, the last Olympics we had, there was a country that that didn't participate, and I'm kind of shooting from the hip, and I apologize because I don't have my facts together, but I know there was a country that didn't participate based on some things that they were dealing with, where possibly going to war was concerned. I'm shooting from the hip, but like you say, the Olympics is a good example on how it can bring us together as a country and prevent us from fighting against one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when I was in He was in the military, and we was out to sea for like 6 months, and the skating Olympics came on. You know what I'm saying? That was back then when the ships wasn't co-ed, so it was like being on prison. So when the skating Olympics came on, it was like a treat. Anyway, let's go and go back.
You said the ships were co-ed.
They weren't co-ed back then. You know, ships are co-ed now. They 99, they all went co-ed. All the ships are co-ed.
Oh, okay.
But back then when we were in, they didn't have, only ones was the USNSs and the
Destroyer tenders.
the tenders.
Because I was on the
I was on the tender too. I was on the McKee.
Yeah.
You was on the Dixon probably.
No, I was on the Prairie, USS Prairie out of Long Beach.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't know that.
Okay. Other reasons I feel sports has a important role in society is the community relations that it helps build.
Right.
You know, I think I was mentioning this earlier in regards to us participating in sports, but on a professional level, you know, the involvements that the athletes have with the communities that they play in. You know, kids look up to these athletes.
Yep.
And just to have an athlete come and speak to a child can make a big difference. I've had the opportunity to talk to certain professional athletes when I was coming up in school, and that gave me hope and motivated me. You know, hopefully to one day to possibly be in their shoes and be able to come back and speak to my community. Although that didn't happen, I ended up taking another route.
Yeah.
But you know, it opens up the eyes to a lot of youngsters out there that's wanting to become a professional athlete one day, and just show that, you know, they too can make it.
Yeah. It started with the youth, you know, sports period.
Right.
You got football, you have the Riverside Cowboys, and then with the kids basketball, you got AAU. I have a shout out to I got to do this. Shout out to my cousin Chris Allen. He has a track club. He was you know how I feel about police, but he retired 20 years from HPD, but he has a track club that he runs. But he works with the kids. So it starts from little, and again, Snoop people getting the 5-figure deals, and then as you go up, so it starts in the community, then it goes up, and the hope is that someone makes it to the NBA, NFL, MLS, whatever, and that they can give back, and it's like a pay it forward effect. Hopefully they make it and give back, but a lot of people make it and don't give back. But you have some that do make it and they do come back and they do remember, just not a lot of them. So
then too, when you're thinking about sports in society, and then especially when it comes to the kids, right? Believe it or not, when kids are participating in sports, they get instant gratification right then and there. You score a basket, they get a chance to feel the excitement right there. You score a touchdown, you feel the excitement right there. So it's almost like they can actually see themselves being a professional athlete because they get the instant gratification right there. Hey, I'm dominating on this level. I can see myself being a professional athlete here versus, okay, you know, I'm gonna be the president of the United States. You know, it's nice to say that as a kid,
Right.
but I don't think that they could really see that.
Yeah.
But in sports, you get it right then, right now, and this is the same touchdown that Odell Beckham scored. I caught a pass just like Odell Beckham, and I'm going to be in the NFL.
Right. It gives an opportunity to emulate their favorite player in a sense.
And then as parents, you look and you see that, and you could see your kid, and you're gauging your kid against all of the other kids and be like, okay, my kid may be dominating everybody, so I can see my kid making it. Or my kid may not be dominating everybody, but my kid is really competing. So all of that, the sports brings it all together, man. brings it all together, and you get to live out your dreams sometimes through your kids.
Yeah.
You definitely. Yeah, I'm a victim of that. Both mine played sports, and I definitely, because I didn't play in high school, and I do kind of regret that. But I definitely was living my dreams through my kids, who they both were good, great high school players in their own right. But on another note, you can utilize the sports when your kids are playing. That's something that also, it helps them perform in school. Because if it's something that they like, and you can see that they have a passion for it, you can use it, not use it against them, but as far as making the grades that they need to make in school, we had that no pass, no play.
Yeah, it's a tool.
So there you go.
It's a tool at this point.
Used to help.
Yeah.
Encourage the kids. First, education is first, and these sports come second. So, you definitely can use it as a tool to help these kids when it comes to getting that education.
I agree. I definitely agree. But for a lot of these professional football players, professional basketball players, Freddie G, you mentioned something earlier. You said that the kids and how you could see your kid being on that level. Well, guess what? That's how it starts. With the parents seeing it. And then once the child is able to achieve that certain level and they see it, that's where these stars are coming from. So it is being seen in the ones that's already professional now. So it's just a recycle now, So it has a big impact in the community because of that. Those same people that's there came from the community.
They were kids once.
So like you said, it all ties in.
Yeah, and it's different this day, because back in the day, what we had to do if you wanted to, your son or somebody play basketball real good, you had to record it. Then you had to package it up, send it to a college. Now you got IG. You ain't gotta do all that. You got YouTube. All you gotta do is video it on your phone. So being able to show that person is easier compared to back in the day too. Somebody that's good in sports, so they're able to be seen all over.
It's easier now. So yeah.
Now we're speaking of all of the positive impacts of sports, but there is a negative too.
Yeah.
What you think?
When, case in point, Oakland Raider friends. Well, they're no longer in Oakland, but Raiders fans, right?
Yeah.
People are dying in some of these games because a crazed fan team is losing. They get into an argument because you went. Matter of fact, here's a true story.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I already know where you're going with this.
Here's a true story. San Diego, California, in the early 90s.
Oh my God, you gonna bring this up?
Me, Comedian 96, and a couple of other buddies, we were at a Houston Oilers and San Diego Chargers game.
In San Diego,
and it was preseason. And we were representing Houston and having our little pendants and everything, but the fans were crazy.
Yeah.
And we just happened to be walking, and you get fans throwing hot dogs and sodas and popcorn.
You leave it out. We was Houston Oilers. You left that out.
I'm about to say, 'cause
He
San
smooth
Diego not
left
known
that
for having
out.
irate
He smooth
fans.
left that out, y'all.
But we was rooting for our team.
As you should.
Really hard.
But we're not. But it's a game, and we're fans, right?
Yeah.
So they get to root for their team. We root for our team, but we wasn't causing any problems toward one another. We're just rooting for our team. But somebody felt the need from one of the San Diego fans. They felt the need that they wanted to throw some things. Well, that fan.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. All the fans threw things. It was one particular fan that was stupid and stood up to throw it. That's how he got caught. If he'd have sat down, he wouldn't have gotten caught. Right. I'll never forget, the guy had jeans on, and I have never seen, other than Mike Tyson, I've never seen somebody get beat up so fast. This Freddie G, and I want to say it was Alcorn. I don't want to say no names.
You can already say the damn
You already
thing.
said
Too late.
Okay, I was one of them.
This guy got beat up so fast, it was quick, and we just picked up our signs in Houston Oilers, and nothing else was thrown at us, and we was able to walk around that.
So the fandom, man. The bottom line is, it could be a negative impact too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did mention the stress level being a negative impact that sports can have, but I didn't I didn't bring up that part right there where you,
Well,
You know what too? Contributing to the stress?
yes.
If you are a heavy gambler
Yes.
and you're betting money on the
Yeah.
game
and you
Your
steady
team
losing.
and
Yeah.
you steady losing, yeah, you can have a heart attack.
It's
Yeah.
a whole nother world.
All right, my final thought here on sports, man. Sports plays a crucial role in everybody's life, which is why it deeply impacts human society. Human society can improve through the help of sports, as it can help in generating meaningful opportunities and human social society to flourish. We can't live without sports, man.
No
Like I
way.
said, I'm a big fan, and I enjoy pretty much all sports. And again, I just hope that we can just keep on winning out there. I'm out, man. This concludes another True Tuesday episode, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for Women Wednesday with Freddie G. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all you YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.